you tired? Oh, she's gorgeous. She's a happy, gorgeous baby, aren't you? And we've got a very large bowl of oats with Nala toys literally everywhere in my house. She's in a very strange mood today. Yep. She's going absolutely crazy. Hi guys, what is going on, and welcome back to another video. Now I apologise if I have to stop during this video because we've got a crazy Nala on the floor. I have made some oats this morning. I've actually been to the gym. This is the first time in 12 days that I've been to the gym. I will fill you in a moment's time on why that is, but the time is actually 5 to 11 and I'm only just getting around to my oats, which is my first meal of the day. I've been taking a few pictures, trying to do some Instagram reels for next week as well, and I'm just working through my to-do list. So today is a very wet day here in Manchester and I am in most today because, as you'll been able to see, Nala is here with me for the next 4 days. So if you've watched my last video on here, you'll know that Nala, she's just coming over now. Nala, say hi, is in fact my boyfriend's cat technically. We chose her together and she will be living the majority of the time at his house. But he goes away quite often, so Nala is gonna spend some time here as well with me. So I suppose before we get into the video, and I wanted to just generally give you a live catch up. And she wants my oats. No, Nala. And I thought I would show you a full day of eating. So as per usual, I'm not gonna show you my oats and the making of my oats. Right, we're quite naughty today, aren't we? I'm not gonna show you the making of my oats because I make them in literally every video. It is just rolled oats, vanilla vegan protein powder, a little bit of egg whites, some blueberries and some cocoa nibs. I mean, that's all it is here. We're good. And it's very hot at the moment, so it's a good job I'm leaving it to cool down for a moment. I wanted to tell you why I didn't post on Sunday. The last 11 days was a real bad mental space for me. I had an operation on my leg, so I'll talk about it a little bit on here, but not go into too much detail because I have mentioned it on my Instagram. Basically, I have had an underlying varicose vein on my right leg. So it stemmed from the kind of middle of my thigh all the way down to my calf, with the most kind of prominent area on the back of my knee. And I never really cared about it too much. I've literally had it since I was a teenager. But over the last few months, definitely this year, I've just found it ached quite a lot and it started to become much more visible, which obviously isn't nice and made me feel quite uncomfortable. And it's one of those things that will never get better. You can never do anything to make it better. And I was always under the assumption that varicose veins happened to quite overweight people or older people, and maybe that was really naive. But you know, even if you type in on Google varicose veins, a lot of the time it's like if you improve your lifestyle and fitness levels or healthy eating or overall weight in general, that they somehow disappear, and that is just not true. And it was only really confirmed to me after all this time when I went to see a vein surgeon, when I thought, right, this is a time that I need to do something about this. And he was like, it's nothing to do with that, unfortunately. It's to do with genetics, and we can't help that, unfortunately. It's how we're made up, it's in our DNA. And so he recommended the best course of action was for me to have injections, foam injections, it's called, got actually underneath it, scoliotherapy and I'm not sure if I've said that right, but I will put it on the screen here, plus EVLA, which is basically little incisions in your leg, and it's not massive. They don't need actual stitches, it's just paper stitches, and the whole vein is quite literally pulled out. I was only under local anesthetic. I didn't want to Google it too much because I know as well you just hear a lot of horror stories. The whole procedure was only like 30 minutes in total. It wasn't necessarily painful, it was quite uncomfortable, but the whole thing of, you know, pulling a vein out whilst you're awake, I'm sorry if anyone's eating, it wasn't particularly nice. The kind of week after of recovery time when I had to wear a bandage and stocking constantly, it was the hottest week in the UK. It was about 35 degrees in Manchester on some days, which obviously when you're wearing a massive stocking and bandage and are quite uncomfortable and sore in general, I just wasn't a very nice person to be around last week, and I was in a pity party. I did try and film and talk about the procedure, but I was just like, I don't feel good about this. So I do think sometimes it's good to wait until you're kind of over the hill. And I'm over the hill now. I had a shower for the first time yesterday, so that was 10 days afterwards. And my leg's healing quite nicely. I haven't been able to train legs, and this was the first training session today. I just did an upper body session from the gym. I actually did an upper body session from my Move with Sophie at home plan, which is coming very soon at the end of this month. So in my next video I'll tell you all about that. But I'm really excited about my home plan because obviously we're in a weird time where we don't know what's happening, and a lot of the time just in general life there are many times which you just physically can't go to the gym and you don't have time. So I can't tell you how excited I am about this because I've worked on this since March just to make it perfect. It's just going to be great. But anyway, I'm going off topic. So yeah, today I'm feeling so much better. Just going in the litter tray there. We actually got on the litter tray this one with a cat flap, and it has some kind of carbon filter on the top, so it stopped. Lovely. Just as I'm gonna eat my oats. So yeah, I thought this full day of eating video would be good to show you what I eat when I am eating, I suppose, for recovery as well. And even though I'm not moving as much as I was, I still think when you are in a recovery process, it's really important to fuel your body right, and so it quite literally recovers faster. So Nala is having her second breakfast, pre-lunch now, and I am just about to finish these oats. So I will catch up with you in my next snack meal. This is the kind of thing I've been doing for Nala. I have loads of real plants. I'll show you where Derek is right now, but she loves at my boyfriend's playing with fake plants. She's not allowed real plants because some of them are poisonous. So I've literally put this plant down here, which is just a fake IKEA plant, so she can play with it. She's also got the top tier of the tree. I don't know if you saw us making this in the last vlog. This is literally just the top tier and her scratching post. She sleeps in here sometimes. She's got this, which is, honestly, anyone getting a kitten or a cat, I would advise it. There's literally hours of the fun. They do this with the balls. It's literally incredible. She loves playing with this. She's got a toy here, a box, you know, it's all going on. Let me just show you as well. Derek is actually in the bath at the moment because I know that she would just love Derek, but unfortunately cannot have Derek. So he's in the bath at the moment, and I've like tried to move all my plants away. The weather is really temperamental today. I thought I'm not going to be able to get out all day because the weather was so awful before, but it's actually stopped raining, and so I'm gonna go on a little walk whilst Nala is asleep, because she has been crazy all morning and I don't like leaving her when she's awake for a long time. So yeah, I'm gonna go on like a 45-minute walk just around where I live down the canal. And just like that, look who's woken up before Mummy goes for a walk, hey? That's kind, very kind. Oh, that it definitely isn't kind. So we're told when she starts doing that, get a toy to play with instead. I mean, it's not the most aesthetic thing in your apartment, is it, that you've ever seen? I think you should have another sleep. Just hours and hours of fun. Ooh. So I don't know if you can see that, my sexy leg. I've got my stocking on. I went on a little bit of a longer walk because I went to the shops as well to pick up some food, and my leg's hurting a little bit. So I've got my pajamas on. I think these are Bow Avenue ones. I've still got a sports bra on. But I've got my pajamas on and me and Nala are gonna stay in now. The time's about 2 o'clock, so I'm having a little bit of a later lunch. But like I said, I went to the shops and I needed to stock up on food anyway, but I got like a load of picky things and veggies and that's what I want for lunch. I want like little bits and bobs. So I've made some crispy kale. I made this last video, I think. So all I do is just put salt, pepper and spray oil on it. I've just popped it on parchment paper, just because it's really easy to get off, really. So I've done that and I just really like crispy kale. It's just a different texture. I'm not a massive fan of kale uncooked. And then I've made some, we're not having cat treats. I've made some hummus, nothing changes there. And I'm gonna have some tuna, pita. I'll probably do tuna mayo with that, maybe put a little bit of feta in and cucumber. So it's just gonna be basically some bits and bobs. And that is my lunch. I know that it looks a bit dry, but it's actually just what I wanted. I've got some crispy kale, some cucumber. I've actually put some whole grain mustard, which I'm obsessed with at the moment, in my tuna with mayo, some homemade hummus and a pita. And Nala is playing with a chickpea that's fallen on the floor from the hummus. Nala. Oh, baby kitten. Baby kitten. So I lied about not eating until dinner. I was still a little bit peckish for something sweet. I made these cookies yesterday. I've just had like a quarter of it just now. They're just made of like oats, a little bit of vegan protein powder, an egg, peanut butter, all the good stuff, but you can find the recipe on my Instagram post from Monday. And I made a mocha, so I love doing this. And it kind of just really hits the spot, I suppose, on like if you want a sweet treat in the afternoon. I used decaf coffee, so 1 teaspoon of that, and then some options hot chocolate, a teaspoon of that, and then some oat milk, and then yeah, just water. So this is perfect. Ideally, the rest just trying to do online yoga and Nala's just woken up for it. And we are back at dinner. So I'm getting quite creative for dinner today. I'm sure you'll have been quite bored in vlogs previously when I make food, because I tend to make similar things, you know. Going for a little bit different today. I bought these sea bass fillets the other day, and they're going off soon. I don't even know what the date is today. And then I'm gonna do some couscous, which I've really got into recently. I'm gonna pop a low veggie stock in to cook. I'm just boiling some broccoli, and then I'm gonna put, whilst I'm putting the sea bass in the oven, I'm gonna put the broccoli in with a little bit of spray oil to just kind of crisp up a little bit more. I'm gonna do some frozen peas and sweet corn just because I really like it. And then I made the other day with pasta, so I'm not sure if it'll work, but with fish it's really nice. A little kind of vinaigrette-y type of thing. Let's turn this broccoli down. And that is with whole grain mustard, some lemon juice and some olive oil mixed together with salt and pepper. It's actually really, really good. And maybe some feta cheese. It's just everything going on here. 3, 2, 1. So yum. It's like a proper professional meal. Not really. So that is my dinner, guys. Nolly, you saying bye to everyone? Bye. I'm finishing off the evening with a fruit pastel ice lolly. You won't like that, Nolly. You definitely like the sea bass, but not this. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video from me and baby Nala, and we will see you next time. Bye.